This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Or high school. I feel like in college you can literally do whatever you want to do, and then as a senior in high school you can do whatever you want to do mainly. But I feel like I don't know. I just feel.
Hang on.
I just feel that I would say wait till college because like when you're in high school you're still under your parents' roof, and your daddy is your daddy. Not.
Am I the only one that never called my dad daddy unless I was like a baby? Because
I call my dad dad. Or
I called him dad, but like just like gave me the booty.
That's what she said. Oh man. But like I feel like when you get out of your parents' roof you can basically call and do whatever you want to do. But I feel like calling your boyfriend daddy when you're in middle or high school, I feel like that, and you're still living under your parents' roof, I feel like that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, people might not have the same thing, but feeling as me, but like, I feel like that.
Well, maybe not.
I
don't think it's disrespectful. I think that it's sick.
Both. But if you want to do something kinky or like be, wild or crazy, just wait till you get out of your parents' roof.
I don't think, okay, we have like very opposing views on this because like personally, I think that if you're in high school and you're at that level where you think that you want to have sex but you have safe sex and you have had that dialogue, go ahead, do it. Like don't do it whenever you're like 12. No. But like say you're 17 and you want to have sex, like as long as you're not doing it under your parents' roof, sorry, it's not disrespectful.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you feel like you are in a committed relationship and you are going to be safe about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've definitely been on that end of not being like safe. I went through this like phase after one of my like really bad breakups at one point where I was just like trying to find my inner self and like trying to live without this person, and I didn't know how to like be happy with me and just myself at that point, and I was looking for that person in everybody else. I was just looking for that person, every single person that I was encountering, but all these people would be like, they had some aspect of them that reminded me of this person.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like the grossest I've ever felt in my life is like the feeling that you get after you've slept with someone who you didn't love and you weren't ready for that, but it was in order to forget about a person that you were in love with or that you thought you were in love with. Like, granted, looking back on it and having been in love and been in a long-term relationship that lasted way longer than that did, I didn't know what love was at that time, but I was in high school and I thought I knew what love was.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like a lot of people, like, think, like, in high school, I know what love is just because, they base their love off of what people give to them. So if like their boyfriend or girlfriend treats them, buys them stuff, or says baby, or says you're beautiful all the time, they think that's love. But I watched a post and it said something about love isn't good 1 minute and then the next day hates you. Like I feel like people are confused because like 1 minute the person you love, is all, you're beautiful, but the next minute they're like, cussing you out.
Yeah.
and calling you not your name. So it's like really confusing. Because then you get to thinking, well, is love, like, is this love? Like, should I settle for this? Like, is that naturally what love is? Is love this hard? Like, love shouldn't be that hard. Like, you shouldn't have to argue all the time.
Yeah, love shouldn't be hatred. Yeah. And the thing is that I have, like, granted, my last relationship didn't work out to the point where I wanted it to, but I also have learned a lot from that, and I learned that, like, I hadn't really truly been in love with someone before her. And I mean, granted, being in love, like, it's great whenever it's great, but it's awful when it's awful. Like, it is the worst feeling you ever experience.
I feel like in order to be in love or fall in love or be in love with someone, you have to love them, because loving someone is loving, like, them regardless of how their mood is, or if they made you angry. I saw a post and it was like, even if I'm mad at, you know, my girlfriend, like,
you don't stop loving them.
Yeah, not only that, it's like, if she's not okay, like, even if we're not speaking to each other, but if she's not okay, like, I'm still gonna be like, hey baby, what's wrong, you know? Like, even if she's, like, even if we're mad at each other, if I can see that she's had a bad day or something's going on, I'm going to be there for her, because you should be like a friend first. Like,
yeah,
even if you can't talk about or do relationship stuff at that point, like, you should be there. You should be there,
and, like, love isn't cutting another person down. Like, there's some things that, like, our generation thinks it's okay to just tear a person down as, like, jokes, and it's just, like, it doesn't register with them that actually, like, can the person's self-esteem.
I feel like that's because like, death has become like a trend. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking.
Well, the thing is that I don't think it's necessarily death and suicide. Granted, God help us, that is glorified now, but relationships that are toxic and relationships that have a lot of problems and fights and all of that, it's glorified to the point where it's beautiful.
Because people think the struggle makes it beautiful. They think just because you, like, fought so much or, like, you know, scream at each other, like, they think that's what defines a long-lasting relationship, when that's not the case, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there are things that flashbacks. It's just, love is so complex that I don't know how to, like, explain it, because once you've had your heart broken, and I absolutely hate whenever people say that they're sorry, but they don't know what they're sorry for, because you're not really sorry, you're just saying it. That once you say you're sorry for doing something that you know hurts that other person, and you do it so many times, and you continue to say you're sorry starts to lose its meaning, because I don't feel like you're sorry, because you don't want to stop hurting me.
Exactly. Like, yeah. But I'm not saying, I feel like suicide is glorified. Just thinking of, what's that show on Netflix?
13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, everyone was, like, saying, you know, it wasn't helping the situation. Is my hair flaky right now?
No, you're fine.
Sure?
Yeah. I can see both sides, but I feel like it glorifies the idea that there was no way out, and
the idea of, like, saying you made me do it. Like showing people why. Proving that people hurt you, like okay, like if someone is like mean to you, you shouldn't have to prove yourself to them. Like you shouldn't like kill yourself just to prove how sad you are or how bad
Well, I don't necessarily think that they were killing themselves to prove how sad they were. I think that it was just like I'm gonna do this anyways, but you should know why. But it's still in a way.
But some people do that. Like some people do kill themselves because it's like you don't believe this is how bad I am, so I'm gonna show you. Like,
yeah. I mean, basically how I view what the show is portraying, even though a lot of people don't see it this way and they just think that it's just glorifying suicide in general, but I think it's glorifying the idea that if you are depressed and you're suicidal and you're at your breaking point, I think that died. Did it die or was
No, that was my phone.
Okay.
Interruption.
That if you're depressed and you're suicidal, that a boy or a girl who says that they care about you or that they can love you can take that sadness away and save you, because nobody can save you but yourself.
I mean, even it yes, God can save you, but He can't save you before you save yourself. You have to let God save you. Like if you believe in like Christianity or you believe in a higher power that made you, He gives you the option of saving. He's like, Jesus died on the cross already. Like I mean, but He's not gonna force you to like. He's not gonna like when the pills are in your hand. He's not gonna like pull your hand back.
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna be like, no, put it down.
Conscious decision, but
you
also
decide, and you will blame no one but yourself if you're in the grave. Like you can't blame God. You can't blame the people that wronged you. You can't blame your lover for not being there for you. Like, I feel like a lot of times people like to blame, well, this person didn't love me enough.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can see how all of those are factors and why someone would do that, but also you can't, it's just, the show is just like a bad thing to throw out there, because it's like, this is a valid reason to do this, and this is a valid way to go about doing it. Like, I'm not saying that you should kill yourself, but you definitely shouldn't do it by leaving behind tapes for a bunch of people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just messed up. Like, yeah. I feel like, that what we were talking about yesterday about, like, hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's an excuse people have to get away with the things that they do.
Yeah. I think that it's just fun for people to use their depression or any type of thing going on with them as an excuse to be other human beings, because despite what's going on with you, if you want to sit there and say that you feel so alone and wronged by other people, you shouldn't want other people to feel the same way that they made you feel.
Exactly.
Like, just don't be a shit person.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, you should understand, like, love your neighbor as yourself. It's pretty simple. And if you don't have anything good to say,
Don't say